don't really realize is just to honor where you are right now. And it has been a crazy few weeks with Mercury retrograde, the Lionsgate portal. We're coming up to a full moon on Monday. There is a lot of different types of energy, and I will honestly say that I have been having trouble sleeping, and I am like Little Miss Sleep Queen. I love, love, love sleep. Like I get like 9 hours a night and I freaking love it. But I haven't been sleeping that well this last few nights. So there's been a lot of energy. So I guess one of the biggest things about self-love is just really honoring where you are and listening to your body and what you need. So honestly, I've been really listening to what I need. Like I've been needing a little bit more rest in between like sessions and different tasks and projects. So I've definitely been honoring what I need. And I think that's one of the biggest things that we don't really realize with self-love is just to honor where you are and allow yourself to flow and be in that beautiful feminine energy and just flowing from moment to moment. Like, I mean, sometimes you have to give it your all. Sometimes you need to take a step back and just really listen to your body. So I just wanted to put that out there first. I don't know who else is feeling that way. If you are, please leave a comment. Let me know I'm not alone. What's on today's agenda is number one, what is self-love? Number two, what are the different ways to show your self-love? And number three, what are some tips to help cultivate and create self-love? So first and foremost, what is self-love? So self-love is the practice of valuing and caring for yourself fully and completely. It involves recognizing and treating yourself with the full capacity of knowing your worth, treating yourself with kindness, compassion, prioritizing your well-being and your health. But it's not only about self-care. You know, it's not only about like bubble baths, spa days, buying yourself something nice, which is really great. And that is a nice part of it. However, that's not all self-love really is. It's about creating a healthy relationship with yourself and understanding your needs, wants, and your desires, and being able to express them and know that you're worthy of them. It's also including accepting who you are fully and completely, your flaws and all, your quirks, the things that you love about yourself, the things that you may not love about yourself. That is part of self-love. It's also about forgiving yourself and showing yourself real compassion and empathy in times of need. And it's also being confident in your boundaries and in your decision making. And it helps to set for, non-negotiable boundaries that help protect you, yourself, your well-being, your mental health, your physical health, your emotional health, and everything in between. So that's what self-love is in a nutshell. There's so many different components of it, so many different types of things, like, again, like I said, confidence. It's about boundaries, self-compassion. It's about knowing your worth and really embodying and embracing who you are. And then also, like I mentioned in the beginning, listening to your body, listening to yourself. What do you need in this moment? Tapping into your intuition and really feeling in like, okay, what do I need in this moment? So those are just a few different things and a nutshell of what self-love really is. So what are some different ways that you can show your self-love? One of the best ways is to do positive self-talk. Now, I'm not talking about negative positivity or positive negativity or whatever you may call it. I'm talking about trying to replace the negative thoughts that we have about ourselves. So speak to yourself as if you would a friend. Like usually would speak to your friends or your family members a little kinder than you do yourself. So try to take that mentality and that approach. But then also really think about like when you're talking to yourself, like, is this 100% true? So like if you're having a thought about yourself, like, oh, I'm fat, or oh, I'm not worthy, or oh, I can't get this. Is that 100% true 100% of the time? So, like you may just be like, oh, I'm fat or I'm overweight. Is that true? Or is it just maybe how you're feeling or you think about yourself? I'm not worthy. Is that 100% true? Has there been times where you were not worthy? Maybe you felt that way, but is that 100% true? So really dig deep and see if those types of like conversations that you're having with yourself, are they really valid? And are they 100% true 100% of the time? Another great way to show your self-love is self-care. Yes, that includes, doing those spa days, treating yourself to ice cream or going shopping, but it's also about nurturing your mind, body, spirit, and soul. So that it also includes eating nutritious food and fruit and vegetables and really eating a whole plant-based diet. And of course, if you're going to include meat, make sure it's the higher source of meat. And just really being mindful of what you ingest in your body, making sure that you're not really ingesting like a lot of toxic and processed foods and things like that. It's also about getting enough exercise and enough sleep. Like I mentioned in the beginning, I am not getting enough sleep, so I am not feeling my optimal or my best. However, I am showing up to the best of my capability, but I'm honoring where I'm at. Another great way is to set boundaries. I did a live last month on setting boundaries. If you haven't watched it, make sure you go back and watch it, because setting boundaries, non-negotiable boundaries, are really key and really important into valuing yourself, your worth, and really putting a barrier and a boundary around what does not align with you. So if somebody's inviting you to something that is just not in alignment with you, it's okay to say no. Be comfortable saying no. Again, go back and watch my video from last month. If you haven't seen it, it'll give you a lot of great tips on how to set boundaries. Practicing mindfulness and meditation. Practice being present where you are right now. Again, like I mentioned, and I will probably sound like a broken record throughout this live, just to honor where you are. Rest when you need it. If you notice like, hey, I'm feeling a little run down or a little burnt out, take some time to give yourself a little bit more grace and rest, and honor where you are right now. Another thing is to practice forgiveness. This is a really big one. Oh, this actually just gave me chills. Like practicing forgiveness is such a big self-love thing that you can do, that it doesn't happen overnight though. It's not like, okay, I'm going to forgive somebody or I'm going to forgive myself. It really, really takes time to build up that practice. So let go of your past mistakes, your grief, your regrets, and whatever it may be, and allow yourself to just realize like those were lessons that were learned. Those were lessons that I needed to go through, or those were, experiences that I needed to work through myself in order to get where I'm at now. So just try to practice forgiveness however you may need that. So whether it be forgiving other people, family, friends, those are really big ones. Forgiving ourselves for things that we did in the past, or feelings or thoughts or whatever it may be that we have happened in the past. Allow yourself to just sit in that moment and realize, okay, I went through this for a specific reason. I was supposed to learn X, Y, and Z. This was a lesson that I learned, but now I'm going to practice letting that go and really forgiving myself. So that's a really big one. Another one is to practice gratitude. So that goes hand in hand with the forgiveness. Give gratitude for where you are right now. What have you already accomplished? So you may be thinking like, oh, I'm never good at anything, or I'm the negative self-talk, I'm never going to be able to do this. Think about times where you have been able to accomplish something, or have been able to set your goal and accomplish and smash that goal, regardless of however long it took. Just be able to kind of bring awareness to that and give gratitude for those moments. Surround yourself with positive people, positive energy, positive friends and family. Now, it's really important, to keep in mind, like you may not be able to cut your whole family out if they're super toxic and everything, but maybe kind of put a little bit of that boundary, that barrier up, and surround yourself with more positivity. Like allow yourself to put boundaries where needed, and surround yourself with people that uplift you, people that make you feel good, people that don't bring you down, people that are not consumed by drama and negativity. That's one of the reasons why I actually tend to not watch the news very often. I am informed. However, I don't go down that rabbit hole in searching, like the latest X, Y, and Z that happened in my neighborhood. Maybe this is a little I live in a pineapple under the sea kind of moment. I do like to live in a bubble. However, I am informed. So it's important to kind of know the difference and not to live in a fairy tale fantasy, like know what's going on around you, but also you don't need to consume negative news 24/7. You really don't. It's again important to be informed, but release what doesn't serve you. Like if watching the news every night is really depressing, maybe don't watch it every night, you know? So try to do something like that to create more positivity and release some of that negativity that may be kind of latching on to you. Another really great way to show yourself some love is to do some type of fun, creative expression, meaning dancing or painting, writing, drawing, listening to music, something that allows you to tap in and just feel your emotions. Now, I am a huge music buff. Fun fact that you did not know, that a lot of people actually did not know. So I have a degree in design, but I also was contemplating going to school for music production because I love music. I love the way it makes me feel. I love the way I can express myself. I love writing music. So I love like all the components of it. So not only do I listen to music to make me feel better, I also use it to help me process my emotions. So sometimes if I'm like, oh, I'm stuck in a sad feeling and I really want to get this emotion out, sometimes I'll put on a sad song so I can process that emotion and allow myself to feel. A lot of the times I really just love music. I just love music when I'm driving. For those of you that don't know, I am Latina. I drive and I sing and I dance in the car. I have a really good time. It's like a music video in my car. So I use that music to really, really help really tap in and show myself some love and show myself some like, you know, compassion and just like allow myself to feel in that moment and feel fully alive. So those are just some different ways that you can show yourself love. But I want to give you a few additional tips on how to create and cultivate more self-love. Now, one of the biggest tips is to start small, take it step by step, and be patient with your progress. Now, begin starting small. Like if you have no idea where to begin, and you don't have to dive head first and like, okay, I have to start journaling and meditating and doing this and that and showing up with full confidence and boundaries. Oh my gosh, that's completely overwhelming. And it's kind of like, where do I even begin? Start small. So build up your self-love and self-care practices wherever you may feel like you may need it the most. So create a healthy like self-love routine, and acknowledge and celebrate your different achievements. So if you are trying to tap into your emotions more and you want to know like where you really need to set more self-love, is a great way to either meditate on it or journal on it. See what's coming up for you, like in these moments. Like if you start journaling and saying, I like doing this, but I notice I have a hard time doing that. It's just bringing self-awareness to it and then starting to create a routine around that. And remember to acknowledge and celebrate all of your small steps, your achievements, your wins, and no matter how small they may be. I absolutely love celebrating something, a new milestone, even if it's something small, like buy yourself a new like crystal or something, or buy yourself some essential oils and help uplift yourself. Just buy yourself something small, you know, to help treat yourself when you achieve those goals. Or, you know, just, you know, go listen to some music and uplift yourself, whatever it may be. If you don't want to spend the money, that's fine. But do something that acknowledges your win. So something that makes you feel really good. And it could be like a spa day at home, doing a bubble bath and a face mask at home. That's a great way to celebrate your win. Another great way to help cultivate more self-love is to use daily affirmations. Now, this may not resonate for everyone, and that is okay if it doesn't. But I love affirmations. And it may be hard to automatically feel like, okay, like when you're saying like, oh, I am unconditionally loved. Yeah, and you could go ahead and say that until the cows come home, you know, but if you don't actually genuinely feel it, then you're not going to cultivate it. And these are just words that you're repeating to yourself. But, you know, when you start to notice yourself having those negative self-talks, it may be helpful to switch it with an affirmation. So if you know, say, for example, if you're like, you know, like, I don't know if I'm smart enough to, you know, get this next degree or something, try to come up with an affirmation that meets you where you are. So, you know, like, I am worthy of this degree, or I am working towards this degree because I am worthy. You can create your own affirmations to meet you where you are in that moment. It doesn't have to be like, I am smart or I'm intelligent, if you don't feel that fully yet. You know, and the I am affirmations, you can continue to say them, like, I am smart or I am intelligent. And, you know, like, maybe that'll help shift, but meet yourself where you are. Like, if you are having a hard time, you know, being confident and showing up, you know, instead of saying, I am confident, you know, it's like, you know, you don't have to lie to yourself. You know yourself best. Like, show up where you are. You may be like, I am working towards confidence, or I am on my way to feeling so confident. Like, just imagine, like, switch those things. Like, I am on my way to feeling so confident. Like, just that, like, little few switches of the words really does a huge impact on how you could feel. So meet yourself where you are. Another great thing I love to do is to use different types of tools to help elevate and boost your vibration and boost your mood. So journaling, love journaling. You can use journal to track your progress of where you are, track yourself, like, where am I at right now? How do I feel? How do I want to feel? How are different ways that I can get there? Like, what do I need to eliminate? What are things that I need to take on? Things like that. This is a great way to track how you're feeling, how you're doing, and explore your different thoughts and avenues, and kind of notice a trend. So if you notice you do a lot of negative self-talk, that's something that you need to work on, and you know, like, rewiring that to be more of a positive self-talk. Use different tools like rose quartz. Rose quartz is excellent for self-love and creating love, harmony, peace, and relationships and balance. Using rose essential oil, that is one of the highest frequency vibrations. That and frankincense oil are the highest frequency scents that you could use that will help boost and uplift your mood. If you need any type of crystals like rose quartz or the rose essential oil, or any other crystals or essential oils, please feel free to look in my link in bio. I have some recommended products that I absolutely love using with my clients, and I also recommend them highly because they are so high vibrational. Another great tool you can do is a self-love meditation. I have a 10-minute, a free 10-minute one on my YouTube channel. Make sure you go check it out. It's a 528 healing hertz frequency. So not only is it that frequency that helps to vibrate at that love, that self-love vibration, it also has beautiful visuals that really help keep you calm and balanced, and like allow you to just really feel into it. The great thing is it's only 10 minutes. You can use it at any time of the day. I've been using it in the morning. When I'm getting ready for my day, I put it on in the background, and I use it just to give myself an extra little boost, an extra little vibration kick, and it really helps me feel good. The good thing about meditation videos is that it really does help to vibrate at a higher frequency, and it helps to uplift you. But one of the tips about it is to make sure that you listen to it consistently. So they say 21 days. I always say 30, give it an extra week, you know, throw in an extra few days. Give it 30 days to create that habit. So listen to it 30 days. Again, 10 minutes a day. Listen to it whenever. In the morning when you're getting ready. At night when you're doing your night and skincare routine, or you're getting ready for bed. Just use it at any point that you feel that you need it. Just an extra little boost to help elevate your mood. And again, 10 minutes, you could do that while you're doing something else too. Just really just allow it to consume in your cells. Another tip is to practice self-compassion. Treat yourself with the same type of kindness and understanding that you would somebody going through a hard time. Like if you have a friend or a family member going through a hard time, you're generally not gonna, snap at them or, make them feel worse. You're gonna try to make them feel better. Do the same thing for yourself. If you notice that you're lacking somewhere, if you're, having a hard time setting boundaries, take it step by step and to practice self-compassion, knowing like sometimes they're going to be easier than others to set boundaries, especially, like if it's with friends or family or work or whatever it may be, but just allow yourself to be so compassionate with yourself in those times of need. Another tip is to do a regular check-in and seek support where needed. So regularly check in with yourself. Like I mentioned earlier, journaling is a great way to check in and see where you are right now and what you need. And then also allow yourself to reach out to somebody or someone that can help you if you really need this extra support. So friends and family that are uplifting and that show unconditional love are great resources for you to reach out to. If you have a therapist or somebody that you work with to help you work through these emotions, that's wonderful. Or reach out to a community that helps promote self-love and healing. So this is where I invite you, if you are ready to tap into your self-love journey more deeply, so that way you can truly embody and embrace self-love in all of its components. I invite you to join me for September for a month-long Telegram group dedicated to helping you embody true self-love, enhance self-awareness and self-compassion, boost your self-worth and your self-esteem, set non-negotiable boundaries, and really, really tap into your confidence and kind of go for everything in a confidence and like I am worthy mind frame. So whether you are looking to go into a relationship, looking to, get a promotion at your job, looking to start something new, tackle it with confidence. So we'll be focusing on setting strong, non-negotiable boundaries, building up that confidence like I just mentioned, using self-love healing techniques, reiki, different types of tapping techniques, meditation, journaling together. We're going to be going through different types of like scenarios and working together. And we're going to be doing this in a collaborative effort. You're going to have a network and support system and a community behind you that is there to help uplift you when you may not be feeling 100%. And they're there to kind of be your support buddies. And then of course, along with me, I will be there to help answer any questions. So if you have personal questions and you want to dive in deeper, or if you have a general question and you're just like, oh, what do I do about this? I am there to help you, and I will be your guide and your mentor for 30 days. So we're not only going to be healing through some of those blockages that maybe you've experienced in the past, we're going to be finding new and different ways and techniques to help you cope, move forward, and different tools that you can continue to use. The great thing about this is that everything will be recorded, so you can revisit it at any time. All of the meditations and all of the Reiki sessions will be recorded, so you can listen to it and watch it as many times as you need. There's going to be multiple journal prompts and different types of things, so you can go at your own pace. So if you really want to dive in and incorporate these different types of practices and nurture a deeper sense of self-love and self-compassion and cultivate a more positive, fulfilling relationship with yourself, I invite you to join me for Self-Love September in our month-long Telegram group where we will be covering all of that. So if you have questions, please feel free to leave me a comment, or you can DM me and I would be more than happy to get you more information. I am so looking forward to going on this self-love journey with you. Again, thank you so much for your time. Thank you for being here with me. If you have questions, want to know more tips, I invite you to join me in September. Thanks, guys. I will see you next month on our live.